Hi everyone. Today we will see how to read time in 24-hour clock. Now time can be read into two format. We can read time into two format. The first format is 12-hour clock and second format is 24-hour clock. First format we will see 12-hour clock. Now this 12-hour clock, as we have saw, it can be read twice a day, that is AM and PM. Okay. Now a time between 12 midnight to 12 noon. 12 midnight to 12 noon. We say it is AM. 9 AM, 10 AM, then 5 AM in the dawn. Then the time from 12 noon to 12 midnight, we considered it as PM. Now second format is 24-hour clock. 24-hour clock. Now for this format of reading time, we are not using AM and PM. Instead of it, we are using hour. 9 hour, then 10 hour, 10, 59 hour, in that way. Now this 24-hour time, 24-hour clock time is from midnight to midnight, means it is divided into 24-hour system. Okay. Now it can be represented first hour, then minute, and then second. Now one thing you have to keep in mind, when it is 12 midnight, at that time it is 00 and 00 hours. Okay, this 0 represent hours, this 0 represent minute, total hours. Then when it is midday, it is 12 hours. AM part, we take only hours. Then a time from midday to midnight, that is PM part, we start adding, that we will see further, and it is 24 hour or 12 or 00 and 00 hours. Now for better understanding, if we divide time into two columns, that is 12-hour clock time and 24-hour clock time. Okay. When it is 12 midnight, in the night when it is 12 midnight, in 12-hour clock we say 12 midnight. In 24-hour clock we say 00 hours. When it is 1 AM, means at the night 1 AM, at that time in 24-hour clock we say 1 hour. When it is 2:15 AM, we can write in 24-hour clock time as 2:15 hours. Okay. In the same way, when it is 10:10 AM in the morning, we say 10:10 hours. When it is 12:08 PM, means in the afternoon, at that time we say 12:08 hours. When it is 1:45 PM, means whenever PM part start, at that time we are started adding 12. At that time, this 12:45 PM plus 12 plus 12, it is 13:45 hour in 24-hour system. When it is 6:20 PM, at that time, at 12 plus 6, 18, 20 hours. Now we will solve some example so you can understand it clearly. When it is asked to you convert to 24-hour clock time, 24-hour clock time, at that time you have to add addition of what? Addition of 12 to 12-hour system. Okay. But when the PM started, okay, means after midday. Now see here, 3:00 AM can be written as 3:00 hours. 10:56 p.m. Now here p.m. comes, means you have to add 12. 10:56 plus 12, that is 22:56 hours. Now next question is convert into 12-hour clock time. When it is asked to you, when 24-hour clock is given and when it is asked to you convert into 12-hour clock, at that time you have to subtract of 12 from 12-hour clock. Okay, now whenever it is 5:30 hour, when it is am, at that time there is no problem, you can write 5:30 am. When it is 00:25 hours, as we have saw, 00 means 12 in the midnight, 12:25 am. Then 21:59 hours, 21:59 hours. Now this 21:59 hours, you have to subtract 12. You have to subtract 12. You get 9:59 p.m. Now one thing you have to keep in mind, when it is 12 midnight or 12 noon, for 12 midnight you never say 12 am, and when it is 12 noon you never say 12 pm. Instead of 12 pm you can say 12 noon, instead of 12 am you can say 12 midnight. Thank you. Hi everyone. Addition and subtraction of time. Now before starting addition and subtraction of time, you should once again revise how to convert one unit to the next unit of time. For example, if 1 hour is there, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. If 1 minute is there, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, now look here, addition of 3 hours and 28 minutes and 7 hours and 10 minutes. When and is there means you have to add. Now make two columns. One column is of hours, second column is of minutes. In hour column write hour, 3 hours. In minute write minute, 28 minutes, 7 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, now 28 plus 10, 38 minutes, 3 plus 7, 10 hours. Your answer is 10 hours and 38 minutes. Now next, 11 minutes and 52 seconds and 23 minutes and 15 seconds. You have to add 11 minutes 52 seconds and 23 minutes 15 seconds. Again make two columns. One column is of minutes, second column is of seconds. 11 minutes 52 seconds, 23 minutes 15 seconds. Now look here, 2 plus 5 7, 5 plus 1 6, means total 67 seconds. You know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, means in this 67 seconds you are having 1 minute and 7 seconds. You have to carry 1 minute. Now total 52 plus 15, how much? 67. From 67, 1 minute is carry here. Means actually you are carrying 60 seconds. 60 seconds means 1 minute. And when 60 second is carried here, how much is left? Only 7 seconds are left. 52 plus 15, 67, 1 minute is carry, only 7 seconds are left. Then here 1 minute plus 11, 12 minutes plus 23, you have to add this. Your answer is 35 minutes. Your final answer is 35 minutes and 7 seconds. Now next is subtraction of time. Subtraction of time. Subtract. First is 2 hours 5 minutes from 11 hours and 20 minutes. Now make two column. One column is of hours, second column is of minute. Okay. Now large time from this both 11 hours and 20 minutes. 11 hours and 20 minutes. You have to subtract 2 hours and 5 minutes. Now here 20 minus 5 is 15 minutes. 11 minus 2 is 9 hours. So your time is 9 hours and 15 minutes. Now next example is 8 hours 28 minutes from 16 hours and 15 minutes. Again make two column. One column is of hours, second column is of minutes. 16 hours 15 minutes, 8 hours 28 minutes. Now this 28 is bigger than 15, so you cannot subtract. So you have to borrow 1 hour. Now you are borrowing 1 hour means actually you are borrowing 60 minutes. Now you borrow 1 minute. This becomes 16 becomes 15 hours. 1 hour means 60 minutes plus this 15 minutes means total minutes are 75 minutes. This 75 minutes. Subtract 28 from 75. You get 47 minutes. And 15 minus 8 you get 7 hours. So your answer is 7 hours and 47 minutes. Hi everyone. Now next concept of time lesson is calendar. Now when you see calendar, there are 12 months from January to December. Some months are having 30 days. Some months are having 30 days in which April, June, September, November, these months are having 30 days, while other months are having 31 days. For example, January, March, May, July, August, October, December. These months are having 31 days. And February month is having 28 or 29 days. When February month is having 28 days or 29 days, that we will see. Normally any year is having 365 days. When the month is leap year, which is having 366 days. In normal year, a year which is having 365 days, that year in which February has 28 days, while leap year which is having 366 days, in that year February is having 29 days. Now you understood, leap year is nothing but a year which is having 366 days. Now how to find whether the year is leap year or a normal year? When the year is leap year, that year is exactly divisible by 4. It means that when you divide that year by 4, the remainder should be 0. When the remainder is 0, then that year is leap year. For example, 2004. This is a year. Divide this 2004 by 4. When you divide 4 5 are 20, 20 minus 20 is 0. Take this 0 down. 4 0 is a 0. Again take this 4 down. 4 1s are 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. This 2004 year is leap year. Now check whether 2010 is leap year or a normal year. 2010 divided by 4. Again 4 5s are 20. Take this 1 down. 4 0s are 0. 1 minus 0 1. Take this 0 down. It becomes 10. 4 to the 8. 10 minus 8, 2. Means something is remainder here. It means that 2010 is not leap year. Thank you.